Good day guys, how you all doing? This is NKD Smart View. So right about today, we'll be changing on from the pattern of the BET9JA for Ninja, the two rainbow 2 plus that we've been using in for quite a while, into the strategy of the color to win odds 3.80 or 4 odds on the draw. And to do that right about today, all my VIP subscribers, make sure that you give me a reminder in case if it's forgotten to drop this strategy on the VIP group. Please give me a reminder to do so. Alright, then today we'll start off on the gameplay of this. We'll be going on with the gameplay of this. Now, this strategy now, it's according to what you can see on screen, there is a 50% accuracy of winning this at a point. A 50% accuracy. Like now you can see that we played in the blue and then the red, then we won the blue. Our startup balance was 27,000, around 27,000. Let's see how far we'll be going in a short period of time. So right now, let's say this is our starting balance, 27,812 naira. Let's see how far we'll be going in the closest period. So let's rebet now. We are rebetting this, the blue and then the red. Now if you come over to your color to win, this is the option right about here, color to win. You find out that you have three colors majorly: the green, the blue and then the red. Then fall down a no winning color. That means if you only pick one to win, you have a 25% chance of winning one of four. Pick two to win, 50%. Pick three to win, you have a 75%. So now we've made this loss. Now in this strategy, we will not tell you that losses will be incurred. That's why at the very beginning of the video, I told you that this strategy is 50% because out of 1, 2, 3, 4, we are picking out just two. That's a 50% chance. But the major thing is that this strategy now, because of the high profit, as you can see, this is 3.80 odds. It's very efficient. On a very short term, you get very high profit. As I stated to you, let's say our starting profit, our starting amount is 27,008. Let's see how we'll be in a short period. Now we double this amount right now to go in with our stake. Go on green, go on blue. That's it right now. And so with this being done, we can go in for a recovery, and then the recovery at the second point. Let's say this is our first recovery. This strategy was designed in a way that your martingale should not exceed 3 times. That is first, second and third. Now you can see this as one. We made our first gameplay playing the blue and red and it lost. We then went in for our first recovery, and for a recovery you can go in as much as 3 times. First time, which is this, we did by increasing our stake from 500 here to 1000, which I'll be dropping down now and doing this before I keep on explaining. I played the green, I played the blue. So for the first time, I played blue to red and it lost. I increased the stake all the way up to 1000 and then we made our recovery. Now this strategy, because of the fact that the odds are high, 3.80 odds or 4 odds if you play the no winning color, see that whenever you make a profit, you're almost making times 2 of what you staked in, and when you make a loss, all you have to do is to double. You don't need to do a triple or times 4 to actually get your funds back. You just double. Now right about now, we've won this blue once again. We've won it on blue right here. All I have to do now is to rebet. Rebet this, that is, you will restake on with your 500 naira. Here, we've done that now. So we are rebetting this. So as I stated, we started with the amount of 27,8 I believe, or 26,8 thereabout. In a short period of time, due to how efficient and how profitable this particular strategy is, you'll be seeing how far we'll be going. So let's get on with this now. So far up to 4 games played, we've only gone in for a recovery once, and that recovery we only increased from 500 to 1000. Now your recovery should be able to take up to 3 steps. That means if you stake in first with the amount of 500, okay, let this draw come out. Let's know what we're doing right now. Alright, so we've won it blue once again. So blue has won right here. The blue has won right here. So let's get on to the next game. So to do that, we just have to rebet for now. Rebet and confirm it. Alright, so still a 500 naira stake. So what I was trying to say now is once you get in now, you start in with your color. As I told you, one color is 25%, 2 50%, 3 75%. We've actually once worked with this strategy whereby you take out 3 colors. But the issue there is that with recovery it's rather hard, because whenever you make a loss, you have to increase by a stake of up to times 3 to be able to recover what you actually lost. But going with a 2 staking system like this, you can see that your loss is very minimal and then your profit is rather high. So whenever you make a loss, it just takes only a doubling. With a doubling, you get your profit back. So right about now, this is a draw. We've lost this. So let me go on to analyze. Once I analyze up now, from here, 100 draws, I know what to stake next. So I'll be analyzing from here. All right, let's get on to the section now. I have to first of all double my stake, 1000 naira all the way up, go no winning color, then staking my blue. So this is our first recovery right about now. When you noted, we started with 500. Once you make a loss, you go double, which will be 1000 at this point. If at this point now we should still lose this current game, we go a double once more to 2000, and then the final Martingale staking is a double of this. At this point, you are at the third, let's say the third recovery point. You understand? So you can see we got a draw now, a no winning color. That means 4 odds 1 at this point. 4 odds 1 at this point. So one thing I noticed is that whenever you are using this strategy, once you make a loss, the next time, if the loss was a draw, there is a high capability that the next game you'll be playing will also be a draw. It's simple. Now this was it right here. This was it right here. You can see this. You had draw of 2 green, 2 red, and then 2 blue. It lost. Then you went in for recovery. You can see 3 red, 3 blue. But before we commence, let me go down on this to 500, staking the blue, staking the no winning color. Then I can keep on explaining. So this was it. You had 3 red here, 3 blue here. Good and fine. Then you had before it 2 green, 2 red, and 2 blue, and that was the loss. So right about now, we've had another draw again. You can see what happened right now. This is another draw, 3 red and then 3 green. So we will just rebet what we did the last time. So blue to win, and then your no winning color. Blue to win, no winning color. Let's go back to our statistics now. So as I stated, you can see you have been having a draw for the last 3 times. 3 green here to 3 red. You had 3 red here to 3 blue. Then you had 2 green, 2 blue, then 2 red, and that's it. Very simple. So at a point now, this game will surely fail, but that is when we have to go back and we use our Martingale staking plan to get all this done. Martingale staking plan to get this done is rather very simple. If you go over to our color 100 draws, you find out that the list here is you can see another draw once again. So I will explain to you why. You can see another draw. 2, you can see it here. Green here, green here. 1 green, 2 green, 1 red, 1 red, 1 blue, 1 blue. So 2 blue, 2 green, 2 red, another draw. All I have to do now is to rebet. Rebet this, confirm my bet, and that's all. Once you go over to 100 draws, look at this. Let me explain something. I've said this thing on my channel severally. When you checked here, let's say you check here right now. Sorry for this. Get on the screen. Let me get the screen in. So when you check here, you can see that your no winning color is on 23, blue 24, green 27, red 26. When we started this game, that draw was on 19. As of when I started, it was on 19, and it kept on going higher and higher and higher and higher. Now at this point, you can see something here. You have red 3, 2 green, and 1 blue. And as I stated, a loss should never be something to be afraid of. Your Martingale should be able to take you up to 3 times. So a loss is not what you should be afraid of at all. A 50% chance to win and a stake that covers you by a high profit should always be a reason to know that this strategy now, the aspect of losses should not be an issue. But when you have to risk so much in to get so little, that's when you have an issue. Alright, though I was talking, I almost missed out on this, but quite good as I was able to play this in. It's always very bad after a loss, you cannot go in for recovery. Alright, so we went in for recovery now. As you can see, we've won this right about now. All I have to do now is to first of all make sure that whenever you make your stake and then you go in for a recovery, get your amount down. My main stake is 500. I should not make the mistake of using 1000 naira to go in after a recovery for a new stake. Don't do that. Get it down back to 500. Then once I do 500, if I stake on rebet is wrong, it will be staking with 1000. So I have to get out of there and freshly place my stake. And now I want to stake on red and blue, so I do that, red here and blue there, and that's it all. So as stated, this strategy is very efficient, effective, and profitable. Because if you look at this now, we are having games of 3.80 odds. That means by any time that you win, you are almost making times 4 of what you staked in. So right about now, we've won this again. And as stated, when we started with the amount of let's say 26,000 naira. That was few minutes back. 26,000. Now we are on 35,000 without any major risk. We are staking as low as a very low percentage of our money. This is 500 naira being staked in, and we have like more than times 40, or like say up to times 70 of that. That means we're using one of 70 of our stake currently to stake. That's very good. It's actually brilliant. You understand? It's brilliant. So let's rebet this now. Confirm this. Using 1 over 70 of our stake is rather very good. Not like in some particular situation whereby you have 40,000 on your account, you're using 10,000 naira to stake. That's very wrong. Very, very wrong. So right about now, we've won this again. The red game has gone in. We are currently now at 36,000 naira. So let's go in now. This strategy is, and so far till the ending of this month, I believe it's going to be worth staking in on. We should keep on using this over and over, and it's very profitable. That's just it. If you are a high staker, let's say I've been making this stake with 5,000, I should have made up to 60,000 or more than by now. You understand what I'm saying? But as it stands, for the sake of this tutorial video, we just go on minimally, and then you make the stake to be as much rigid as possible. Whenever you make a loss, don't increase your stake. It should be just times 2, nothing more than the times 2. Just times it by 2, times it by 2, and times it by 2 until you get in. So right about now, we've won it once again. This is your red to your blue here, and blue has won right about now. If you check on, you see that green 3 plus has only appeared once on screen here, someplace here, and that's it. But when you talk about the red, you can see the color red, 3 plus here, another 3 plus here, another 3 plus here, another 3 plus here. Blue has come here, you have another blue here, and so on and so on. So let's get on to the next game. Rebet this, confirm it. Going on to your statistics now. All right, that's quite good. So we still have games to play before we call it a stop. This particular strategy, you need to know when to start and when to stop. You don't just come in and start playing. Let's say as it is now, if you come in now, you might see, okay, these statistics, okay, we've won this right about now once again. Won this. All right, let's just simply rebet. There are periods that once you come in, you know it's the wrong time to play. Don't start any stake. Don't try staking. Just halt for the moment, try back later, and that's just it. You can come on. It's not a gameplay that you say you can play 24/7. Once you come on, if there's an opportunity, exploit the opportunity, get good profit, and you leave the system. That's just it. But one major thing is that the guarantee is there. This is a very good strategy. It's a very, very good strategy, and that's it. Alright, so we've won red again. So as you can see, we've just been on blue and red for the past how many draws? Here we won red, here we won blue, here we won blue, here we won red, blue here, red here, draw here, and red and the draw here. So our last 8 games has all been successful, and that was just by going in at the right point. As you can see so far, we've only had just a first martingale. We've not actually staked beyond the first time. It's just been one martingale and we made our recovery. So let me go in now to rebet this. Just one martingale and we made our recovery. Almost 10,000 naira made here. That is, let's say, close to times 20 of our initial stake. It's actually hard for you to make up to times 20 of your initial stake, and we've won once again. This is red here. We've won this once again. Let's just go into rebet, but in a short period of time we will need to stop our gameplay because I can see the statistics, and in a short period of time we will need to leave the game and check back later if there is still an opportunity. You don't play 24/7. You can't play 24/7. You just have to come in, check for an opportunity, exploit the opportunity, stop when it's necessary, check back again, exploit the opportunity, stop when it's necessary, and that's all. But if you bring up 24 hours to play this game, you should just be exploiting the opportunity, and at least you should have up to 16 hours in a day to play this, and that's it. Because whenever there's a good opportunity, you can stay in for as much as 30 minutes. Then you can hold for, let's say, 10-15 minutes, watch things out and know what to do exactly. So right now we've lost this. You can see a green here. This is a green here, and there should be, so let me check this out. All right, not yet though, not yet. So let me check out the statistics. We go in now for our recovery. Up to 1,000 here is never an issue. So we're on the first recovery now here, using the amount of 1,000 naira. As you can see, our startup stake is 500. You lose, you go on to 1,000. Go on for the second recovery at 2,000. The maximum recovery plan, which is stated, is at times 8, which is 4,000 naira of your initial capital. So nothing more than that. Once you start going above that, you've started over risking it. So right about now, we have a draw on this. Good and fine. Very shortly, we have so much draws. If you can look on screen, you can see this draw on 20. To show you that very shortly we have so much draws. So let's check this out. All right, a draw to a green, and also green should be coming out so much this period. Now we'll be expecting much of greens too, much of greens, and also that on draw. So the next game, we might be expecting a green, we might be expecting a draw, but looking at statistics, the both of them are very good and well to go in the screen. Look at the last 3 draws. You can see something. So much greens now appearing when you compare it to, let's say, these 3 draws here. At the first box, you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And look at this. In comparison, you can see that green has won again as stated. Green has won yet again as stated. Now, the major thing is that to my VIP subscribers, due to the knowledge that you have of the game, at this point I will tell you, stop. We've made a recovery, stop. But for me, who have more knowledge on this, I'm currently at 40,000, as you can see at the top now. I know that all I have to do now is to go in for these 2 guys. First of all, drop my balance down to 500. I go in for green and I go in for blue, and we are set to start another round. But if you don't have much knowledge of this, just halt for now. Wait for like the next 15 minutes, the next 15 to 20 draws go by, then you are sure of what to do. You understand? This is all about changing of power. This is who is in control now. This is who is in control later, and that's it. So if you had staked in on green and blue, you can see that green won formally. We have blue winning now, and we're on 41,000 naira right about now. Let's do the same. Let's go in for a rebet here. Rebet this, confirm it. So rebet and confirming this, we are going in for the next gameplay. At this point, power has changed hand, though we are expecting so much on this no winning color. Very shortly, you will see this like coming as much as 4 times in a section. As much as 4, like 4 consecutive rows, you will see this appearing. Very shortly, just very shortly. So let's get on to this. We have 5 seconds left. Our draw will be out, and as you can see, we've made some good profit on this right about here. We've made some good profit on this right about here. So red out. Let's go in now for the recovery, and this is what we do. Up to 1,000. Staking for our red, staking for our green. Yeah, staking for our red and our green, and that's all. All right, give me a second. Yeah, red and green, and we wait out the results. So if you look at green has actually been really dominating this last 5 draws. We've had so much on green to the others, though this isn't how to analyze up for this. But when you look at, when in contrast to the previous time, you can see that there's so much green coming out on the screen. And so let's get in for the recovery right about now. 10, 1,000, 1,000, and 3.80 odds. Very good odds to go in for recovery. So this is it right now. We have a draw. So let's get in for the next point. Let's look at this. We might have a draw next. Very, very possible. As I told you, this is our draw here. Our draw has been really lagging. So expecting a draw next, or at the worst case scenario, our green. Yeah, a draw or the green. So very, very much positive on that. But as I stated, if you are a user of this strategy, at that point whereby you see that turnaround, you leave the game to avoid making losses. You have to keep out for like, let's say 15 minutes, 20 minutes to avoid going out on capital. And so that's just it. But right about now, we've had our first 2-point Martingale here. And if I had left earlier, I wouldn't even have experienced this. So look at this. This is green now winning at this point. we wait up on to the next game. But before we go on, make sure you drop your stake down to 500, and then let me be sure on the analysis before I proceed. Alright, so we go on green here, then a draw, green and a draw here. So I'll be stopping this gameplay now very shortly. I'll be stopping this gameplay. I have to wait for at least 15 minutes to be sure of what the system is doing, then before I can come in. If I keep on playing, I will still keep on having so much of 2 times before I make my recovery 2 times. But if you enter the right point, as you can see, you can win up to 10, 15, 20 games in a row, no losses. It's all about entering at the right point. So right about now, you can see that we have made our first loss, good and fine. Let's check it out to confirm. All right, so blue to green. First of all, take your stake up to 1000 here, blue here, then up all the way down to the green, and let's wait out the gameplay. So as I stated, you should always know this is the time to leave, and it's not hard to know when to leave. Just know when you enter. Once you enter at a good point, that's all. You have like, let's say 20 minutes to yourself to make profit and make up to almost ×2 of whatever you started with. Sometimes up to 1.50, or let's say 50% of what you started with you make as profit. Sometimes up to ×2. But once it's time to go, make sure to go to avoid losing out what you have profited on. Alright, so we got to the blue here. We got the blue right about now, and our current balance from 26,000 is on 42,000. So we've made 16,000 naira so far in the last few minutes, taking 500. That is times let's say times 30 something, over times 30, or let's say times 36 of what we started with, so of our single stake. So we are still doing the same now, getting this down green, then all the way to blue. Then as I stated, recovery is always good. You always expect recovery, but it should not, once it starts exceeding more than once, you know that it's time to go out. Just leave, because once you start exceeding more than once, you are not on the right track. So we've won this once again. Now we still just rebet this. If you had seen previously, our rebets were on red and blue. This is it here. We are just red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. And as I stated then, in a short period of time, we'll be seeing green, and that's what is exactly happening here right now. If you look at your board, you see the last 10 draws, you have so much green. 4 green here, 2 green, that's from the ID 3554908. You can see 4 green, 2 green, 2 green, 3 green, 2 green, 1 green, 2 green, 3 green, 4 greens. 3 greens I mean. And that's how it just works. This system is just all about knowing how to go about your gameplay. Once you know how to go about your gameplay, you have no issues. You have no issues at all. You just keep on making profit, and the market is here for you. So right now, let's see, we have red winning, and let's analyze up for the game. All right, so you have your red to your green here, but let's increase the stake firstly, 1000 here, then red also 1000 here, and let's wait out for our gameplay. So as I stated, just know this is how to go about this game, and that's all. All these things are just rather, it's a system that is just rather automatic. It's all about knowledge. Once you know, okay, this is what to expect from this, then you know how to go about it. Okay, less than 10 seconds left, we get into the game. Alright, and also please, all VIP members, remember to remind me on what to do. We are having a draw now, or let's see, we're having a draw now or a green. It's either, wait, let me be sure on this. Yeah, a draw or a green. Go in for the second stake. So for the second time, we are going in for the second stake. So for the second time, we are going. So far, we've not even gotten to the third stake. And if we had actually stopped at the point whereby I told you it's always the best to stop, we wouldn't even have experienced the second stake. So that's it. Stop when it's necessary. Once you don't stop when it's necessary, there's a very high chance that you get to a point of so much of second stake. But if we can wait out for, like, let's say 15 minutes, 10 minutes, then all should settle. Once we come on, we just start playing our stakes, and that's all. So as you can see, this is a draw here. So we have a draw here, and then we've won at the second stake. This is a draw right about here. So rather simple. I'll have to be stopping my gameplay now and wait out at least, let's see, the next 15 minutes. Yeah, always for the safe bet. I'll be waiting out for like 15 minutes. When I come back, my statistics should be set. Then once it's set, I go in proper. Once it's set, I go in. But just be sure that in the next 10 draws, you see this draw here that's on 21 will make its way up to at least 25. At the very least, it will make its way up to 25. The next game might actually be a draw or potentially a green. Let's check. It might be a draw or a green. But right now, there is no assurance on the market. So playing now is not. So we got a red here. Playing now is not actually that wise, because right now, if I'm to make a stake on this next game, you see what I'll be doing? I'll be staking in green, staking in red. But possibility now is that after staking in those two now, you are getting a no winning color. So it's better to avoid that and know that this is a point of stopping. From the starting amount of 26,000, we have 44,000 naira here, using a little stake as little as what? 500 naira, nothing more than 500. So you have made the amount of 16,000 staking with 500. I did not stake with 10,000. I did not stake with 1,000. As little as 500 naira, you went all the way up to 16,000 naira profit. That is like times 36 or thereabout of your gameplay. So look at this now. We've gotten another red. So if I had taken the red and green, the red and green as stated, we should have won at this point. So even if we lost the previous, we've won this right now. So for that being stated, I'll be ending this video now, and those who are interested in this strategy, make sure to contact. Stop making losses on the game of BET9JA for Naija. There is an opportunity out there for you all. You guys should join the NKD Smart View VIP community. We've been operating for over 7 years. Let's say this year should be 7 years, I believe, properly 7 years. So much have been known about this game, and try to get yourself aligned with the NKD Smart View system and avoid unnecessary losses. A good day to you all. Next video will be posted sometime this week. So all VIP subscribers, make sure that you message to get the new strategy, though it will be posted publicly for you all, and have a nice day.